Okay, we are live. Cool. Let me launch Minecraft. I think I have... Oh, you know what? I have to pop out the chat. There we go. Bam. Alright, there we go. Cool. Okay. I am doing something today that I was not necessarily expecting to do. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh, wow. Caster Lab's connected so fast today. I love that. What's up, everyone? Where is my world that I was testing? I don't know what world I was testing the Squid Game games in. It might be in a different instance of Minecraft. Is it in here? Let's see. Redeem Villager is not open, Altarock. Chill out. Gotta start early. Okay, this is where I filmed some of the village game things, but this is not where I tested. Hold on, I have to find my testing world, chat. Okay, so let me explain, chat, okay? So I've been saying for a while that I'm not necessarily going to do Village Game Season 3. And, hey, thank you very much for the Prime, Chaz.
Which is literally PTW.
W, thank you very much for the Prime. Alright, so I've been saying that I'm not necessarily going to do Village Game Season 3 because, to be honest, it was a ridiculous amount of work. But I saw the Season 3 teaser dropped yesterday, and it did make me kind of want to do it. So I'm not promising that I'm going to do it, but I was inspired. Oh, here we go. Here's my test world. I was inspired to do some testing, see if I can figure out any games. Last time, you may or may not know this, but last time that we did Village Game, I designed most of the games prior to the season coming out, and that's what allowed me to get the video out within 2 months of, or I think it was a bit over 2 months of the show dropping, and that would not have been possible otherwise. So basically, that's kind of the plan. If I do another one, it's going to be... Wait, what? Where is my... Do I not have any mods installed or something? Why do I have, like, no mods installed? Oh, they're just all off. That explains it. I don't know exactly why they're all off, but let me just enable those. So, yeah. Can't do Village Game Season 3 because the Village Games is one. The Village Games I want is peak. Nobody will be able to beat 2 of my villagers. That might be true, but I should actually ask Gerg for help, dude. That would be kind of a sick collab. Gerg, help me design village death games. Alright, let's see. Do I have my mods now? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. That's gonna make it a lot easier to design things. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me close out of my other instance of Minecraft because it's trying to record that one. There we go. Here we go. Okay, cool. They race to the villager fricker. So what is really exciting to me is the new leads. The lead update makes it so that there are some possible games that I don't think were really possible before. And I don't know necessarily what those are, but there are definitely some things that you can do with the new leads that I want to mess around with today. I also want to I want to see what I can do. I think, dang, uninstalling all my mods means that all of this is really annoying. And it unbound all my buttons are unbounded now, which is annoying. Like, at no point, just letting the essential devs know, but at no point has anything in essentials been useful except for being able to change my skin and invite players. There we go. So this was a game that I was trying to design early on in the village game design cycle, and I didn't finish it. I did not finish it because I couldn't get it to work. But at the time, I didn't know about the way that you can get villagers to move using bells. So I never went back to it, and I want to revisit it today. Okay. Could be pre-recorded. It could not be pre-recorded. Okay, so let me grab a bell, and then let's grab a bed as well, and let's grab a observer. There we go. I'm praying for that you win. Yeah, guys, start saving your points now, because Village Game 3, if I do Village Game 3, okay, it's gonna be a bit different. And if you want more than one villager, it's going to be hella expensive, because I now, you know, when I was doing Village Game 2, I had like 40 viewers. Now the average has gone up a lot. I don't know if it's not, don't tell me how many viewers I have. I know. But like, it's going to be like an exponential system, so you don't have like a bajillion people getting, you know, 50 villagers. Spacey, if you do !pack, you can get a list. Let's see. Can I do? Oh no. Can I get pathfinding? Oh, is pathfinding already enabled? Okay, it is. Oh, look at that. This guy's going to the bell. See, dude, I can't believe I didn't know about this before. Sharks and minnows should be a really good game to do, I suspect. So basically how sharks and minnows will work, in case you don't know, is you're gonna have your drowned will be here, and let me grab a name tag for him, and there's a roof above this guy so he doesn't burn. Oh wait, do I not have a zoom mod on right now? Where's my zoom? I just tried to hit C. I can use essential zoom, I guess. That works. Oh, wait, essential zoom is weird. Okay, whatever. Let me grab an anvil. Oh, there we go. I want my legacy somewhere. I am a pathetic person in real life. That's too real. All right. So, if I become a villager, I want to be player 230. If you become a villager, I don't care. You're going to be... There are no numbers. In Village Game, there are no numbers. Anyways, here's how this game would work, assuming that we get it to work, you know? I just summoned a baby, and I don't want that baby existing. Die. All right, so Village Game. This is how sharks and minnows would work, I would think. We have this guy here, and so my idea for sharks and minnows was, at the time, and I like I said, I never finished it, but it was each round would progressively get more difficult. So you can see this first round has just one drowned in it, and so if we release these guys and then we put this here, they're all gonna go there. The drowned is going to go ahead and he's going to go, oh, I got to get these guys. And he's going to go and try to kill them. And if he does kill them, let's see, will he get any of them? Oh, it seems like he's going to get one of them. The one, but in the first wave is really easy. How to get more points? You can donate or you can just watch the stream. But the one thing is villagers sink. So then once these guys go to the next wave, right? These guys go to the next wave. I'm going to... Okay. So everyone but one made it, right? Everyone but one made it. And then we have drowned in here as well. And then let's put our bed and our bell... and bam, 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 like this. And now these guys are going to try to go, right? But this drowned is going to kill them. But now, the one difference is, if the drowned gets them, these bubble columns will push them back up to the surface so that these guys get sucked down so the zombie villagers can kill them. And is this guy stupid? What is he doing? Where's he trying to go? I don't actually know what he's trying to do. Oh, I would have to break this. That's why none of them are trying to pathfind across. Or they might be trying to pathfind to that bell. Can the zombie villagers turn into drowns? So they can't. Unfortunately, they cannot. So that's why I have to suck them down like this. So some of them are able to die. One thing I learned pretty early on is that if I just put a villager here, he's just going to start spinning and he won't leave. So that's why we pull them down to let them actually have a chance to get back up. But it makes it more challenging. Because they have to... Why are none of them pathfinding? What are they doing? Move, you idiots. See, this is why we test things before I just make them. Because otherwise, this could easily become very boring. This guy didn't even get a single guy. Oh, it's because he's also getting pulled down by the bubble columns because he's stupid. Okay, that's a problem. See? Oh. Where are these guys trying to go? Oh, could he get one? Oh, he might get one. Oh. Oh, he got one. And then he died. See, that's the problem, you know? Can I be a Yeah. Don't worry, you can be a wither in village game. You'll be a wither. Yeah, so that's why we test this, but what's up, Amo? How's it going? I'm gonna go ahead. Wait, do I have? Okay, I do have extreme sound muffler. I'm just gonna turn that off so that we don't hear the bell ringing constantly. But so that's some of the problems with it. That's one of the problems with this, and we could potentially... Can you put a trap? I don't think you can put a trap door over this. I'm pretty sure it just doesn't work now. Okay, that's sad. Is there some way I can have them not just die when they land on it? Because that is a problem. I could, like, splash them with fire res, but that would kind of suck. You have lots of fans from Iran? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, cool. Anyways. Alterock, what are you telling this child? Dude, Alterock, what are you doing? Why are you like the worst mod in history, bro? Anyways. What's up, Devin? Okay, so let's see. What can we do? What can we do? Should we watch? What can we do? What can we do? They just make it so easy I couldn't resist. That sounds like something a diddler would say, Alterock. Okay, buddy? Chill out. Can you say I am Pumpkin? Let's see. What... I'm trying to think. Is there anything I can do to prevent them from taking damage on the magma, short of you know, getting rid of them or giving them fire resistance? Is there any block you can put over top of a magma block that would stop it, that would allow it to still suck mobs down, but not fully, you know, but it would still work? I don't think there is. You are the baby oil. What? Okay, you know what? But so this game could work. It could work. I'm not entirely sure how, but with a lot more testing, it maybe could. I'm thinking You can't lead a drowned, unfortunately. I'm trying to think, is there any way that you could use... I'm trying to think, is there some way that I could make red light, green light actually work by using, like, using the new boat lead mechanics? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to launch... We're going to launch Minecraft in the new snapshot so that I can actually test stuff. Because I wanna mess around with the snapshot and see what we can do. Is this gonna show up? I don't think it's going to. Let me just close out of the other instance of Minecraft. Where is it? There it is. Well, I kind of don't want to close out of it. I wish it would just put it over. Maybe it will eventually. Usually it eventually does. All right, whatever. Okay, so let's go into a creative world with we're going to go Squid Game testing world. Village game season 3 testing. And let's go super flat. Let's turn off structures. Let's turn you know what, I'll do this later. Okay, so a couple of things that I can think of that you could do to make like a couple of like games you could do with villagers and the new lead mechanics. A few games I can think of are I didn't turn game rule do mob spawning false and kill at E type equals not player. All right, there we go. So what I'm thinking of doing, chat, is getting a boat and getting a lead. Do I have sound? I do. Okay. And then we get like a platform, maybe that's made of ice. Have you played any new games? I have not. You know, yes, we would love to be the baby oil. No, we would not. I'm thinking having a platform. Don't Frostwalker boots. Oh, yeah, I think that's a good point. I could do that. Yeah, I could. Frostwalker boots would work. Yes, you're absolutely correct. I will have to add that for future reference. I think I actually had that a few months ago when I was designing it, and I forgot to add it back. Pathfinding to bread. I don't believe that villagers actually pathfind to bread, as far as I know. I mean, we can test fairly easily, but if I put some bread here and then I put a villager here. Oh, I don't actually have... Yeah, like, he isn't pathfinding to it. It would be way easier if it was. Are you gonna have the villagers balance on ice? I thought they run to bread if you drop it. Evidently not. This guy, like, he eventually went to it, but I think that might have just been random pathfinding. I don't believe that villagers pathfind to bread. I'm pretty sure, I mean, like, let's see. If I put a bread here, I think they may, yeah, maybe they pathfind to it from a very short distance. Actually, that makes sense. I think they pathfind it to it from a very short distance, but if I put it, like, here, if I put it there, it's out of his detection radius. It's like the detection radius is, like, probably 3 blocks, so that's not particularly helpful. Redeem Villager does not work. At least I can't see a lot of ways that would be helpful. Yeah, they do, just within very small amount of blocks. So here's what I'm thinking, okay? Here's what I'm thinking. What are cats scared of? Cats are like a mob that move around fast, which is why I'm hoping that this will work. Are cats scared of anything aside from the player? Because, or generally, what's a mob that just moves around quickly? Villagers picking up bread counts as mob griefing. Interesting. What is a fast mob that I could do? Ideally one that is scared enough that it will move around. Fox? Are foxes all that quick? I know they're like decent, like they're fast enough that it might work. Speaking of which, how far does this lead go? I believe it's 12 blocks. Are you on the ice or are you floating in midair? I can't actually really tell. I'm pretty sure he's on the ice. Where does the lead connect to? Is it connecting to like the top part of me or the bottom part? Okay, but I think that what we can do is we could put, hypothetically, we have an area up here, right? And we're gonna fill this. We're also going to fill this with ice. And then we're gonna put like a cat or something that moves around rapidly up here, right? Let's do a cat for now. Am I not able to lead something to you? Oh, you are led. Okay. And so, hold on, let me kill this guy because I don't want him here. This cat is not moving though, which is unfortunate. Oh, now he's moving. This is just like bumper cars. I just realized this is fun. You can make bumper cars. If you had like, what if we did like a, sorry, cat. Oh, you weren't, how did you survive a hit with a netherite sword crit? Crazy. Cat is crazy. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we don't need bread. Let's just get some smooth stone. My block of choice, smooth stone. As far as I know, this guy will go to this guy pretty quick. Okay, yeah. Oh! What an idiot! Wait, that's crazy. What a stupid, dumb... Why are they stupid? What are you doing? What an idiot. Okay. So basically my thinking is you get a fox, right? And we trap it up here. We trap it. We're gonna use commands to build these walls out a bit faster. Smooth stone. What? How? Delete that and then go like that. There we go, okay. Then come over to here. And then delete this. Oop. And then we just come to here and we go, is it this? Am I deleting the right coordinates? Okay, I am. Cool. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. You're welcome for the fox idea. Did you mention foxes? Okay. that might be fine, or that might be true. What I'm thinking, let's build a little glass roof above these guys, right? I'm going to put glass here so that he can't actually escape. And then if you led a boat to this guy as he's going around killing them, let me get a chest boat so that we don't have any villagers getting into it. And then let's get a parrot as well, because parrots don't have hitboxes. Get into the boat. Okay, there we go. Now you die for not getting into the boat. Sorry. Fox, come here. Okay, there we go. So now we have this guy here, and this fox is just gonna run around. I think we could even. So this is my thinking. You have to do so much hard work. True, kind of. This is what I'm thinking. You have this guy down here, right? And then we have a bunch of little rooms here where we're gonna have a chicken and a piston and let's see. If I put a chicken right here, can he get to them? Can this guy get to that? I don't have an elytron, so I can't go into crawling mode. See you later. See you later, Devin. Did you know that orange parrots don't exist? Yeah, I think I cannot picture an orange parrot. Yeah, so this guy is too big for that hole, right? So, what happens if I drop a chicken in over here, though? Okay, so he's locked in on that one. Because my thinking was basically, my friends called me emo. Okay, cool. Will the boat knock the villagers off the platform? That is the idea. That's basically the idea. What if I have a trap door in front of this chicken? Can he still see him? But then if I do that, okay, so now we're cooking, okay? So basically we have a bunch of chickens in pens all around the map. We have a bunch of chickens in pens around the map, right? And then we periodically open and close the trapdoors. I'm realizing this is probably way too many, so I'm gonna only do a few. And the fox will run around trying to get to the chickens. The fox runs around trying to get to the chickens, but it can't actually get to them. So it'll run around, and the boat following it will be sitting there, and the villagers will get knocked off by the boat. That's kind of the idea. No Fulbright. I actually thought, I guess I didn't. I normally game rule, do daylight cycle false. I'm playing in a snapshot, so I do not have Fulbright, unfortunately. Game rule, do mob loot. I'm also gonna turn to false. Game rule, do weather cycle is false. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have those two there, right? And then let's put... I mean, I can put them kind of randomly. It doesn't really matter. Why am I not keeping all of the items? Like, I haven't spawned in a fox in forever. Why am I not keeping all of the things I need to build one of these cells together? There we go. Let's build it. I'm trying to build them off center so the fox won't follow like a super predictable path. Bam. Bam. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. And then we put like this. Crap. Wrong one. Okay. So we're almost done. I'm thinking we could probably randomize when the trapdoors open too. And then I don't know, I actually don't know the exact range that a fox will hunt down chickens in. But if it's big, that would be lovely. But I might have to modify this game. The designing the games takes a lot of just trial and error, so you know, if you're not into that, then this stream might not be for you, but whatever. This should power that, right? No? Really? Oh, okay, wait, it did. It's just that's... Okay, cool. Animal cruelty guys are coming for you, Dash. Ah, no. Unfort. I love how the animal cruelty guys, meaning like PETA. Bam. Okay, so this is a very preliminary test, but it's basically just to see will the fox go around in a circle like I wanted to. Let's put a delay of 4 on each of these. I actually would think that we would want a delay of 4 in front of each one so that they're all open at different times and there are never multiple of them open. Actually, right now, there are definitely multiple open, I think. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do, right? Let's see. Let's let this... These are now all open. If I send a pulse in... If I send a pulse in using a compare... Or using that. Now we have one cat... Oh, now we have one is closed at a time. We want it to be the opposite. We want them to all be... We want it to be all of them are closed except for one. So that's a little bit difficult. Let's see. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Okay, so how do we... Question. If I hypothetically put that on the top there, can he still... The fox can still see him. So we just need So we basically would want it to be powered by default. Oh, now he moved, but now he's just staying there is the problem. So, remember me? The front bunny question? I do, yeah. What's up? Have multiple foxes and boats? I would do that. My thinking is you might introduce more foxes and boats eventually, but I'm just testing for one for now because that's the easiest to test with. You don't extrapolate, or you don't, like, expand until a certain point. Oh, geez, this is gonna be weird redstone. Okay, so that works. But then you have to somehow... I would think that this is probably gonna be the move. If we want all of them to be locked, we're gonna have a redstone torch here, and then we'll have to have you have to go one under this. So like that is basically, this is gonna be probably messy wiring, but it really doesn't matter that much until later when you're trying to like make it look all pretty. I'm gonna just go into survival mode so I can break these without fear of breaking anything else. You can break them a lot faster that way. You should use a water stream pushing a mob with a boat leash to it. Oh, I mean, I'm aware that I could do that. I think it would be the kind of the ideal situation is having it so that it's randomized. I think it would be a lot cooler if these were randomly opening. I also think it's a lot faster. The fox running around is almost certainly going to be faster than a boat moving around, unless you're pushing the boat with pistons or something. Where did he go now? Because that's closed. Can you see any of the other ones? I would think he would be able to see the other ones. Get in there. Why is he still mad at this guy? I closed it. I thought that he would not, I thought he wasn't able to see him if it's closed. Evidently not. Okay, well, that's interesting. Did you know that if you say chicken jockey backwards? I didn't know that. What did they get banned for? Did they get banned or just timed out? Oh, fair enough. Was he really being that annoying? Bro I have not had any problem with Storm Chaser. Oh, wait. I'm on the wrong... Damn it. I'm on the wrong instance of Minecraft. And I've been trying to get the screen record to work, but... I've released these water buckets before. True. Oh, wait, look at him. This guy right now, he's just running around. How did this guy get down here? Okay. Let's see. I think he was fighting about like a 5-minute timeout. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Annoying enough to get banned is funny. Yeah, that's the chat becomes, or the chat has become at certain points so annoying that we instituted a rule where just like if you're really annoying, we're just gonna ban you so that you don't annoy anyone anymore. What's the most efficient? What's like the best way? If I had a fence here, right? I'm curious if a fox can get through. I would assume it wouldn't be able to, right? If we have a fox, if we have something like this, right? Or can a fox get through this hole? And can the chicken get out is one question. Can the fox get in? Okay, it looks like he's not able to get out. Can the fox kill him? Because basically my thinking is we have a piston right here that pushes this down and just completely blocks line of sight. And then he'll go well, ideally he'll go focus on another chicken. Let's try that. wall. There we go. Can I please ban Altarock? Sorry, Altarock. Chat has spoken. Okay, let me go ahead then. I'm just gonna come in here and I'm gonna go boop boop like that. This should, yeah, okay, that should raise high enough that it will be, it should be raised high enough that you won't be able to get out. Neither the fox nor the chicken will be able to get out. Or get in or out, I guess I should say. Put a zombie in the boat so the villager will have to run. Oh, that's actually a pretty good idea. If there's a zombie in the boat, then not only do they have to not get knocked off, but they also have to not get hit by the zombie. That's smart. I like that idea. All right, so then we're just gonna add. I'm gonna get rid of these then. And that one, and okay, so then above here, you're gonna have a bunch of these guys. You're gonna have these guys that are gonna push down, right? And so they're gonna be pushing down all of the time except for when they get depowered. Is basically the idea. So, I mean, should be reasonably easy enough to implement, I would think. Might not be perfect, but shouldn't be too bad to add. We just need to have, probably something like this. And then we'll have that go to right. We'll have that go to here. And then this will go all the way to over here. Let's see. Is this redstone making sense? From a conceptual point of view, is this making sense? I want all of them to be powered except for the one that is unpowered. So basically we would have a repeater in between each one set to 4 max delay. Boop, 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 boop. Put me in village game? Maybe. The redstone I think will be a bit different because you can't send the redstone pulse through the piston. Maybe. Is that how that works? Does that? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I just wanted, I don't know, for whatever reason, I just didn't feel like doing the sheep fricker today. So I was like, I want to design some games. I was talking with my friends about Village Game or about Squid Game Season 3. And then I was like, I want to see if I can design some games, or at least start designing some games today. Realistically, I probably won't finish any of them because all of them take like 10 hours. Like, probably the shortest amount of time it took me to design one was like 20 hours or something. I don't know. They take a long time to design. Typically, just because villagers are stupid and it's hard to get things to work as you want them to. Oh, that's opening all of them except for one. So what I would think you would have to do is you would send a pulse every so often to here. Like this. And now that's opening them for a brief period of time. But what I would think is that You're gonna want, I would think you want like a pulse extender. No truer words have ever been said. Yeah, villagers are very dumb. Is this guy, so I don't have pathfinding. Is he just not moving at all, or is this guy, why are you still, you can't get there, you can't even see him. Why are you able to pathfind to him? That's so stupid. That's so dumb. Why do you like not have why do you have object permanence? Like, why do you understand that the chicken is still there? You should not be that smart. Okay, so I don't think a fox is gonna work. If I can't get the fox to move around, I don't think a fox is gonna work. Could you do a cat? Could you do a cat and have, like, snow golems pelt it with snowballs so that it moves around a lot? That seems, like, very simple. As long as I can... And snowballs are cheap enough. Do cats kill chickens in Minecraft? I can't even remember. If you just periodically threw a snowball at it, then it's gonna just run around. Could work. Stupid fox and their smart pathfinding. Well, I just feel like it's weird that they do that, because, like, what other mob does that? What other mob has object permanence? I can't think of many. Most, if you break their line of sight with something, it just isn't able to find it anymore. It's very strange that it's able to. Yeah, okay, so... Die chicken. Let's go, I don't know exactly... I don't know how I will get... I don't know how you get the, I don't know how you get the cat to always be running around. Hitting with snowballs works fine, but just would kind of suck because you would need to have a bunch of dispensers with snowballs, you know? Wolf in bottom and skeleton on top. Oh, that's an interesting idea. The wolf would probably catch up to the skeleton and kill it, though, is the problem. Wolf, you could lead things to a wolf. That's not a bad idea. I like how fast a cat is. To be fair. Let me go. Let's just do this by hand. I'm just gonna pelt the cat with some snowballs for the sake of testing. We're gonna replace you with a zombie. Oh, okay, so we replace you with a zombie. And then let's put a couple villagers on here, right? Wrong button. There we go. Oop. Wow, I really suck at hitting the right F3 combination. Oh! Wait, that's kind of sick. They just have to run around. Oh, one just jumped off. Or one pushed the other one off. Oh! Wait, I never even thought about this, but, what is... I don't know if there's, like, a game that would work like this, but I'm just thinking it could be fun. It could be fun to have the villagers have to, like, run around, but since they're on ice, they slide. Since they're on ice, they slide and they actually fall off things. Put lava below the platform. Well, that's, I mean, that's kind of obvious. Or I would also maybe just have a longer fall so that they die. I actually don't know why I don't build this higher up so that they don't survive the fall. Oh, we lost. We got two of them. So that's kind of fun. I don't know what game this is, to be fair. But, you know. Then again, I don't really know. I don't really know what game a lot of the Squid Game games are. Half of them are not games that are played in the US. I kind of want to watch the Squid Game. I kind of want to watch the Squid Game teaser again and see if I can get anything out of it. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to have to watch it with volume off so that I don't get a copyright claim. Why did I just look up April? Squid Game Season 3. Stop that. Mute. All right, let's see if there's any inspiration we get from this chat. I can't play the chicken jockey music. I'll also get a copyright claim. And I don't want that. I'm just trying to look at the games. I don't care about this part. Let's see, games. Okay, like what game would this be? Are they playing like bingo? Yeah, Squid Game comes out in a little over a month. Squid Game Season 3 comes out in a little over a month, Alterock. Looks like a knife in the background. Whoa! This guy, you just blew this thing wide open. Wow, you're a genius, Chaz. Thanks for that incredible observation. It does look like a knife in the background. What? Simon says, I'm not... They all have different colored balls. And they get them from this gumball machine. There's a knife in the background. That looks like a keyhole on the other side. What game could this be? I should consult a Reddit. Reddit might know. This is like the final, you know, last few people. They're all looking at their balls. Oh, this is probably a team game, I would think. Seems like it would be a team game, especially based off of the fact that this guy and his mom are holding different colored balls. I'm guessing it's a team game. Dash is gonna have a field game. There are balls. Yes. Dodgeball? That would be crazy. Especially considering I did dodgeball in my first village game. It's time. One last game. One last time. Okay, what is the key and the knife? I feel like those are definitely significant, but I don't know what the key and the knife would be, you know? They're also wearing pinnies, like, which makes me think it's gotta be a team game. But I don't know what game it is. I'm gonna consult Reddit, because surely there's somebody who like knows Korean games and will be able to be like, oh, that's like the game, the lock and the key game, you know? For $10, give us chicken jockey. No. Dodgeball Battle Royale. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna Google Squid Game Season 3 theories. I'm trying to find one that's like recent, you know. Surely like r/Squid Game is full of some people talking about it right now. For $5, give us chicken jockey. How did it go from 10 to 5? Let's see. Frame by frame analysis. Is this literally frame by frame? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh wait, they actually did not type that much. It's kind of a lot, but... Oh, okay. Here's what I want to see. Let's see. Oh, Jeezums. Okay. Religion in Squid Game. Yeah, it does look like a cross. That's true. You're familiar with Thomas, who doubted the miracle. I'm so happy they're appealing to people like Dash. Yeah. Okay, like, what? Offense and defense represented by keys and knives. That could make sense. Killing is the way out. Interesting. Players are given boxes. The theory is those are keys. Could be that players have to kill each other for the keys to leave the maze. It's sort of similar to marbles, where in order to get out, you have to acquire the other player's marbles. Why are the players wandering around in isolation? Wouldn't it make more sense for them to team up? Having everyone getting a lock and a key and having to kill each other to get out would be kind of crazy. But this guy isn't smart enough to notice the knife in the background. Throw ball, kill person. that would be interesting. That would be very nothing, but... Oh, there's a shot of a peephole. That seems like it would be the lock. There is so much analysis of this. Holy. I don't even know, man. Can't believe PvP is about to be in Squid Game. It's like Minecraft, but without the blood mod. True. What is I like the idea a lot of it being a maze. Everyone gets put into a maze, and you have to and you gotta kill each other to get out of the maze. You have to kill whoever has your lock. That actually would be... That could be super interesting, especially if... That could be super interesting. Oh my god, whoa, wait, hold on, chat. Isn't like Murder Mystery on Hypixel kind of like that? Like everyone gets their own target? That would be kind of crazy if everyone has a target and you're in like a maze and you have a target, you know who they are, but they don't know who has them. That'd be kind of peak, I'm not gonna lie. That would be pretty fire. Wish me happy birthday on June 27th. Okay, I will probably not remember that, but I will do my best. That would be kind of fire. You should chase the cat. Well, I don't want to have to do that for the game to work, you know? That would be kind of bad if I have to be there for the game to work. W totem, thank you. Oh, this is just a villager spawn egg. Yeah, I think that would be really, really cool. I haven't done a maze yet, right? A maze would be really interesting. Is there any way for me to make the villagers have to, like, kill each other directly? Not really, or not that I know of. I mean, I could do the same thing that I did in Season 2 and turn half of the people into zombie villagers, half of them into regular villagers, and then give all of the regular villagers thorns. No, but you couldn't even kill them then. Yeah, exactly. I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back, chat. We'll continue. We'll continue figuring stuff out in a minute. I just had an idea that I think is kind of interesting. How exactly do I do this? I actually just realized you can't lead things to villagers, so this doesn't actually work. Damn it. That sucks. I mean, you could have it that you choose. You should try leading a minecart. You can't. I was thinking, my thought for a fun or for like a cool game, and I don't know exactly what this would be. I don't know if this is like a real, you know, this isn't like a childhood game, but this was just my thought for the game that I thought would be definitely interesting to watch, right? Is you have an obstacle course, but there's one villager gets elected as like the leader villager, and then that guy has to drag all of the villagers underneath him, and there are like obstacles, so you have to try and like not accidentally let the villagers that are hanging beneath you like fall into the lava. That was kind of my thinking. I should vote on the community PFPs. I'm not gonna do that. Anyways, that was an idea, but I realized it doesn't work because you can't lead mobs to villagers. But yeah, I was thinking that could be cool. There are definitely things you can do. I just can't necessarily think of that many of them. Or I can't think of that many, like, children's games. Should I ask ChatGPT and see what ChatGPT can come up with? Name all the villagers dinner bone. I don't see how that would help. Can you make, like, a staircase out of these? Yawn. I'm trying to think of some way to, like, something to do with, like, the villagers being leaded to, like, boats or something. Use sheep with the villager so when one dies, kill the corresponding villager. Wait, wait. Hold on. This would be hella poetic, I just realized. What if they had as like a game in the final season? Okay, if you haven't seen Squid Game, minor spoilers, but you guys remember how he bet on horses? They have a literal game where it's just they bet on a horse, and if your horse doesn't win, you die. Fortunate Diamond is posting the tutorial for their farm tomorrow? What farm? If you do Village Game 3, you should play Scandinavian Folk instead of the Squid Game. Interesting. It's a good creeper farm? Oh, cool. Dope. Random question. What happens if I get a Johnny Vindicator? What happens if I get a Johnny Vindicator and a Happy Ghast? And I have the Happy Ghast beneath the Johnny Vindicator. Will it stand on it, is my question. And the reason I'm wondering this is because I'm just thinking, like, you could have, like, a game where you have to pop the balloons, and the balloons are Happy Ghasts. Someone got mad at you for spamming in the spam channel? Dang, you should have. I mean, they're right. Stop your spamming, bro. Come on now. No spamming in the spam channel. What do you think this is? The spam channel? Oh, I needed that. See, why do I have so much of this? All right. Let's go up here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, interesting death noise it makes. No! I didn't say you could leave the box. I don't remember saying you're allowed to leave the box. No, stop! Stay in the box. Gosh dang. Stop going down. Finally, okay. You're stuck now. So my thinking is, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so they can't land on them, which is interesting. It's definitely a weird thing. Like, maybe, am I crazy, but is it weird that a mob can't land on the Happy Ghast? Like, if a player can stand on it, I don't see why anyone else wouldn't be able to stand on it, you know? But this is just a random question. Will you jump after him? He will not. Ghast abuse? True. You're gonna win Season 3? If I even do Season 3. I'm having very little success thinking of games right now, so... you know. I need to come up with games if you guys want a Season 3. And you guys are more than welcome to help me come up with games. I am thinking of using ChatGPT and seeing if it can come up with any games. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say. Use ChatGPT, you're like my English teacher? Well, I mean, I'm just curious if it'll actually have any decent ideas. What are some children's games? And I'm going to put in parentheses. They can be from anywhere in the world. What are some children's games that could be in Squid Game? Do not include red light, green light, Dalgona, tug of war. I'm just gonna write all of the games that I've already played. What are the other games that we did? So there's red light, green light, Dalgona, tug of war. I didn't do marbles, so we could theoretically do marbles if you could somehow figure out how to play marbles with villagers. We didn't do Squid Game. And the glass bridge. Don't include glass bridge. Don't include... Okay, so red light, green light, Dalgona, tug of war, glass bridge. I'm trying to think, what are the other games that I did? The games I did, Dropper. Then we had Infection. We had Dodgeball. We had musical chairs. 30 seconds and they have to survive a Johnny. That's basically what Infection was, and basically what one of the games in Season 2 was. Then Season 2 was... I already added Dropper. Season 2, we did red light, green light, then Dalgona, then Mingle. Oh, yeah, let me add Mingle. Then Tug of War, then Glass Bridge, then Manhunt. Or Manhunt. Okay, let's see. What are some children's games? Squid Game style competition. The floor is lava. Oh, I forgot to add the floor is lava. Statues, freeze dances. Not possible to do with villagers as far as I'm concerned. One blindfolded player tries to catch the others. The blindfolded player must tag others based on sound, and failing to tag within a time limit could mean elimination. That's just the warden. Just put a warden in a group of villagers and that's a game, apparently. Let's see. Simon says, I don't know how that would work. El gato y raton. One player cat chases the mouse. Other players form a chain or circle to block or aid. The cat must find and eliminate the mouse while navigating decoys and moving obstacles. I don't know how that would work with villagers. One player sits while others circle them singing. Blindfolded player guesses who is behind them. That would not work. Duck, duck, goose. I don't know how Duck, Duck, Goose would work either. Plinko, yeah, Plinko I have thought about doing. I don't know. Plinko could theoretically work, but... Simon says with villagers when? How do you even do that? Simon says with villagers, they can do like two things. Simon says like, it could be like Simon says go to a bed, and Simon says like go to a bell. And Simon says, like, get a profession. I mean, it's not the worst idea. It just doesn't seem great. Chinese jump rope. Jump rope could be interesting, maybe, somehow. The Alta Rock game? What is the Alta Rock game? What is Mother May I? I also, I have never played this, but so I don't know how to play. But I don't know how that would work with villagers. Freeze tag, as far as I know, would not be possible, because they don't freeze. Have the Plinko balls be villagers. Yeah, I've thought about that. Have you not played the Ultra Rock game? I have not. I used to play it back in elementary school. So I have considered doing that. I would love to figure out jump rope. I just don't know exactly how you would do jump rope with a villager because they don't jump. Is there any way for me to make them jump? What I'm thinking you could maybe do instead of jump rope, bounce them on a slime block, but then I would think it would be too reliable. What I'm thinking you could do instead of jump rope, ooh, this is maybe an interesting idea. What is the... Y'all ever played that game where you take a rope and you spin in circles and everyone has to jump over it like that? You could maybe do that with like a boat that's being led and pushed and propelled by slime blocks around in a circle or something. Yeah, that is true, Sharoos. You could do that. Thank you for teaching me what sarcasm meant yesterday. I'm assuming you're being sarcastic. But if not, you're welcome. I'm faster than Cam Man? I don't know. I haven't raced him. I haven't done a race against him. Although I'm sure that if we did a race, he would be the better racist. Can you come up with 20 more ideas, please? Please. And they must be doable with Minecraft villagers. You know what? I'm actually going to leave the coming up. I'm actually going to not ask it to do that. And I will figure out if they can be done with villagers. 7 stories. One team knocks over a stack of stone with a ball, then tries to rebuild them while the opposing team tries to tag them with the ball. That sounds kind of interesting. Oh, I asked it not to include glass bridge, but leapfrog. Players leap over other players. Hide and seek. Sardines variant. The hider they join. Isn't that just, that's kind of just infection. Maybe like a little bit different, but. Beanbag toss. Telephone. Players have tails. A button is secretly passed while one tries to guess who has it. Did he call himself a racist? No. He would be a better, he would be like a racer. Oh. Sorry, I see the confusion. I've tossed these beanbags before. Kick the can. Twist on where they must kick a can to free teammates. I've vaguely heard of that. Statue tag. Box and clap. Clap games. Okay. Snail race. Players crawl or move extremely slowly in a race. Twist. Moving too fast triggers sensors. Slowest player to finish is also cut. How could I do that in Minecraft? Is there some way? That low-key sounds really fire, but that's also kind of like red light, green light, and red light, green light wasn't possible. Kick the can is a real game. Yeah, I've heard of it. I'm going to put you in a box and clap. I was wondering when someone was going to say that. Like, that sounds so fire to have it so that if a villager moves too fast, it's eliminated. But what do the villagers have to actually do? They're in a race and they just have to not go fast? I don't know how that would work. A mother protects chicks from a predator. The fox can steal or eliminate chicks. Mother must protect as many as possible. Failures are punished. What could the villagers protect? Is there some way we could do just like capture the flag, like straight up? Capture the flag would be cool. Hey, thank you for becoming a tier 1 member, Alvin. Appreciate that. Welcome to the gang. Maybe you could make a flying machine and then try to make them walk or run across. I'm not entirely... For which game are you talking about? 2 players pass string patterns back and forth. That sounds like fire. Jump over the cow. Players jump over another person who gradually rises in height. That could be interesting. I have not heard of this. Philippines. We love the Philippines. 2 of my roommates are from the Philippines. Well, not like from them, but they're like Filipino. Wind charge, and you have like wind charge, and you have villager in little box, and it has to jump, like it has to get... I'll kill you. Let's see. I'm just picturing... Okay, here's what I'm picturing, okay? So they're like here, right? And then he has to go 2 blocks up. Did he make it? No, he didn't make it. But he has to jump here and then do that. And then he has to jump here and get 3 blocks up, and he has to make it over a couple different obstacles or something like that. Could be interesting. Why are you... You could put like water. You could put like water here so that once he gets high enough, he will be like, he'll actually get out. And then you put like you have like that, right? Oop, put another one there. And then from there, he has to jump to the next one, which is now 3 blocks up. And I don't know, that's kind of interesting. It's definitely kind of interesting. Why do you keep trying to go that way? I don't know what you want in this direction. Oh, I killed him. Kind of interesting. I don't think that's true. No one. Have a merry-go-round that stops every 15 seconds or so and sends a random villager flying to its death. That is interesting. Hey, thank you very much for the 5. Ooh, that's $6. Wow. Thank you very much for the 5. The 5 pound. Is that euros? Pounds? I don't even know. I'm sorry. I should know that. Thank you very much. Have pistons activated so it blocks off the water. Yeah, I could definitely do that. How do I have the villagers? A merry-go-round is fun. How do you have the village? I don't like a game of chance, to be honest with you. I don't want a game that's entirely chance-based that just flings a random villager to its death. But I do think that it would be kind of cool. I just don't know exactly what. Split them up and splash harming potions on half until there's 1 left. Oh, genius. That would be entertaining. That would be an entertaining video. I don't know either. I just settled here. Oh, fair enough. Well, like, what country? Why do you like killing villagers? It's fun. That's why. How many games have you decided so far? None. This is my first like ideation stream where I'm trying to think of some games that we could do. So that's kind of interesting. Touching the cow or failing to clear the jump results in elimination. It's kind of interesting. It's all chance, villagers are stupid. Well, okay, so technically everything is chance, but like I don't want it to have the appearance that it's just like I randomly decided which one, or like that it's random, you know? Give villagers thorns and make them fight a ravager. Yeah, that's fun. Imagine if I win village game again, which I will because I'm really skilled. True. Weasel in the snake. Similar to tag, with players in a chain defending their tail while the weasel tries to grab it. A high-pressure tag round. If the weasel succeeds, they survive, others don't. One player invades the enemy side, tagging as many people as possible, then runs back. A solo raid where the invader must return safely or face elimination. Balance beam. Ooh, balance beam is kind of interesting. Players cross a beam or rope without falling. Slippery or moving sections. A balance beam could definitely be interesting, especially with... Ooh, wait. Wait. Hold on, chat. Let me cook, chat. Let me cook. Chain. Alright, so here's... So you got a nice chain right here, right? You get a nice chain. And then you got... They gotta kind of walk across it. But then up here... we're gonna have this, right? Okay, let me cook, chat. You'll see in a second what I'm doing. I'm going to cook. So I just need to be allowed to do so. I'm going to cook. Trust me. You guys have to trust. You guys have to trust that I'm going to cook on this, and if you don't trust me, then you're bad and cringe. This is... I built this the other day, which is why I know what I'm doing. Oh. In case you're wondering why the water is here, it's so that I can turn this on and off. And then it'll stop. And then I can start it again, but it's not on an incline, so... Let's get a pig. And then... And then you add... We lead this to this. Oh, this is too high up, but... You gotta dodge the moving obstacles? Fire? Fire? Or is that fire? Villager has to get to the other end, but it also has to avoid the moving things that are trying to knock it off of the balance beam. Let's get a bed. I think, in theory, if I ring a bell, it will try to go across the balance beam. You could also have, like, a time limit. You could have, like, a time limit so that if, like, any villagers who don't go are killed. And that would mean that some villagers would, like, push each other off. He is, in fact, going. He's... Oh, he almost got pushed there. I need to lower this by 1 block, but... I basically just need... Yeah, this whole thing just needs to be 1 block lower, and then it will work perfectly, I think. Methinks. Why is that on? I could have sworn... Oh, you know what? I had extreme sound muffler in the other instance of Minecraft, but I don't have that in this instance of Minecraft, so I actually can't turn off the sound of that, and so it's just going to be annoying. All right, so we have that, right? And then we're just going to add, bam. That's so fire. Okay, let's see if it actually knocks him off. Oh, that was close. That one was really close to knocking him off. You could put a zombie in it, and then it would actually be able to knock him off. I would think that would probably be the move. What is my next YouTube short going to be on? That's actually a good question. I was supposed to make one today, but I didn't. I would rather you not crash the chat, even if you could. Let me replace this pig in the boat with a zombie in the boat. There we go. Oh, he's taking fire damage. He's gonna die. That's what, 4 blocks? Okay, where you go, 4 blocks. One, 2, 3, 4. Smooth stone. There you go. Okay, so this guy should be fine now. All right, let's see that this, I would think some of them will be able to make it and others won't. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he lost. Oh. That's so fun though. This is fire. Just give him a helmet. That's true. I could just do that. Oh, okay. So what I'm thinking this might be too difficult right now. So you got to add more rails so that they can actually make it without getting knocked. It seems like the bulk of them so far, not a single one has made it. So far, everyone has gotten knocked off. Oh, we made it! But I would think that we can just do fairly easily. Just add a little bit of one of these. Now it's 2 blocks longer. Oh no! Didn't mean to do that. Oh no. Why are you not going back onto the rail? What? Go onto the rail. Gosh dang. Okay, there we go. And I would think... Oh, crap. I would think you can slow it down a bit. Let's see, will this make it forever? I think it is gradually losing speed. Will it eventually stop entirely? No, it looks like it's fine. Okay, so let's see if this is doable now. I would think that this guy, yeah, this guy made it. Look at that. That's so cool. Forgot you can waterlog rails. Yeah, you can. Does that not peak? Why do you have the mangrove roots? The mangrove roots are there because basically this rail, when you stop it, this rail here is powered, right? And so basically, but since it's a flat rail and there's no block touching it, the minecart wouldn't start moving. So you have this waterlogged mangrove root, and what you can do is you can basically create a flowing water source. If I put this here, you can make this. This is basically small scale what I did there, or well, even smaller scale. If I put this water here, and then I put a block here that stops it, it still flows. So basically, it means that when I power this, the minecart moves, even though it normally wouldn't. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Little piece of tech, though. Pretty helpful. And so I can just start this guy. And yeah, that, like, a whole obstacle course like this would be really cool. Like, just having one of the games being like a wipeout course and they have to get through a bunch of different obstacles would be awesome. So this is probably going to make it in there just because this is really cool and fun. Like, having little tricky things like that would be cool and fun. And you can have, this could be towards the end. You could have stuff like, you could have something like, you know, ice blocks so that like the villagers might slide off initially, you know? I don't know, we'll see. Is he gonna get scared? He did get scared, I think. He sped up. And easy to make, yes. Not bad either. Let's see. Invis boat is a good idea. I mean, you can't make boats invisible. I'm assuming you're saying like that you should be able to. What are other things you could do? I would think you could potentially even have like happy ghasts, and it could be like oh, you know what you could do? You could have along this, you could have like pistons that pull out the blocks or something. I was thinking earlier for this, you could have down here, you could have it made of regular ice, right? And you could have it, I actually am not 100% certain if this will work. I'm not sure if this is going to turn into water or if it will just melt. I'm hoping it will just melt. But I was thinking at some point, you could have like, if you wanted the arena to get smaller, this would be really cool to have. You want the arena to get smaller, so you build it out of ice, and then you have a bunch of dispensers shoot fire charges out, igniting all of this, and then the ice will probably, I'm pretty sure, eventually melt. Oh, it does form water. Damn. Why would it do that? What's up, Pesto? How's it going? Why does it... I actually know why it forms water, because it didn't melt. Because if you break it above nothing, it doesn't form water, but it melted, so it does. But I don't know how I would stop that. Pesto wants chicken tendies. I saw. Where are you going to get the chicken tendies from, Pesto? Okay, so this is a fire idea, basically. That's our first, like, good idea. Balance beams, W. We could even have moving sections. Ooh, moving sections. I don't know how the villagers would navigate them, to be honest. But I'm thinking if you have, like... I'm thinking you just have, if you zero tick them, right? If you zero ticked them, you could do... I don't actually know exactly how to create a zero tick, to be honest. I really should. There's some way to make a 0 tick. But and I would figure that out obviously. But I'm thinking if you couldn't stand on these, right? And you had these guys like this, right? Can the villager even pathfind? Oh, he can. Okay, so you have that, right? But you have these guys are on like some sort of timer. And so they're going to do that every so often. And they'll like retract and push that out. That would be fun. That would certainly be fun. And so the villagers who are able to time when they walk would get to survive. Levers? That is way too fast. Oh! That guy's crazy! He's cracked! Oh, he sucks. Oh, he sucks. Oh, that guy didn't even try. Oh, he sucks. Oh, he's crazy. Oh, he almost got hit too. Crazy. Yeah, so that's basically my idea for that. I think that would be a lot of fun. And you can slow it down a bit as well, just to make it a bit better. You could also hypothetically have it be even more challenging by doing things like this. I don't actually know how they'll handle this. Oh! Look at that. That might actually be easier for them, to be honest. Oh, he slipped. Isn't that so fun? That is so sick, though. All right, so we will absolutely be having like a wipeout style, assuming that I do Village Game 3. We will absolutely be having a wipeout style thing. Capture the flag. Do that multiple times. Yeah, I would probably make it ascend in difficulty. So at first it won't be that hard, and then it will gradually get up to the point where it's got like 10 different zombies swinging, and you gotta like, you know. Did you say thank you to ChatGPT? I didn't, but thank you, ChatGPT. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell it the ideas I liked, which I think was just one of them, to be fair. But, you know what? Let's try telling it that it has to work with a villager and see what it thinks. The balance beam idea is fantastic. Thank you. There we go. How do you come up with stuff like this? Is fire. I actually just asked ChatGPT for this. Suspenseful visuals, simplified mechanics, and tons of creative, swinging obstacles, collapsing planks, timed beams. No thanks. Can you help me come up with more games? They must be playable with Minecraft villagers. Tell chat thank you so you won't get destroyed. True. Villagers follow a leader across the course, mimic every movement. A misstep triggers traps. I don't know how I would do that. A maze is easy enough. A maze I considered for the last one. Color match. They are not smart enough to do that, so that would not work. Push race. Players must push villagers onto pressure plates or buttons. Only one correct pad per round. What? I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I don't understand what that even means. Remember my idea of naming the sheep with the villager names and killing the villager whose sheep died? I do, yeah. Okay, shelter scramble. Music or a timer plays. When it stops, villagers must enter a shelter. This is just mingle. This is either mingle or musical chairs. Trap hall must walk through a straight hallway. Minecart mayhem. They're placed in minecarts on a randomized track. Track split say. That's actually fun. It would be random, which I don't love, but that would be fun. It would certainly be fun to do minecart mayhem. Could be really fun. Elevator drop. Only one elevator leads to safety. That sounds like 4 corners. We considered doing 4 corners. I could do 4 corners for 3, for Village Game 3. Villager herding. Players, see, it shouldn't be a player doing it. Memory floor. That is not gonna happen. They don't have a memory. Fence maze. No. Corner grab. Must reach and stand on a corner block when a signal goes off. Players must pull villagers with fishing rods. That is not gonna work. Disguise hunt, not gonna work. Villagers walk into a room. Wait, actually, yeah, that's not gonna work. Gambling? Pressure plate roulette? Yes, gambling! Bell rush. A bell rings at random. Villagers must run and touch the bell. The last few to reach it are eliminated. That's kind of fun. Not terrible. Floor randomly lights on fire. Villagers must keep moving or stand on safe blocks. Shadow run. Must cross a field only when it's dark. Move in the light is eliminated. And movement... Okay, so hold on. I need to ask. Can you come up with more ideas, but this time only... You know what, I'll say thank you. Thank you. Can you come up with more ideas, but this time only the villagers... Okay, but this time the games must be based off of real life children's... Or, you know what, I'll just say real life games. The villagers are the only ones playing. The player just watches. And they must be doable in survival Minecraft without command blocks. Villagers have to solve the quadratic equation. True. Orbital strike cannon, please. Okay, let's see. Musical pens. I already did musical chairs. Color call. 4 rooms. Drop food into one randomly. They naturally path to food. They'll move to the correct color. The last villagers to reach the chosen room are stuck. Hot potato. How would that work? A villager is released to tag them. Whoever is hit first is eliminated. Knocked into a pit or caught. I don't know how that would work. Maze would be fine. Snail crawl. A short race with soul sand. Make villagers move with distant blocks or food. Place obstacles to slow some villagers more than others. Could be interesting. I'm not playing Scandinavian folk. Am I dumb? I just want to know because I have ADHD and dyslexia. You're not dumb for having ADHD and dyslexia. I have ADHD. I don't have dyslexia, but I'm not dumb for having, you know, something out of my control. Fence shuffle. A line of villagers behind fence gates. At the signal, they must walk through a specified open fence gate. Only 1 or 2 gates open at a time. Villagers that don't make it through quickly fall into holes behind them. A reaction time-based game is certainly interesting. I like the idea of a reaction time game. Target tag. One has a tag. A zombie is lured toward them. The tag to villager is always nearest to the threat and gets eliminated. Bridge rush. A one-wide bridge over lava or fall traps. That's, yeah, we already have that. Piggyback panic. Villagers are released into a series of tight vertical steps. Pathfinding causes some to fall off cliffs or push each other. The ones who make it up to the top level survive. Cage dash. A flat arena with scattered open cages. Villagers run. Some make it into cages. Wool climb. I don't know what obstacle climb is, but vertical tower with ladders and small platforms. Drop a job blocker bed at the top. Villagers do not attempt to climb up ladders, so that wouldn't work. Trap floor sprint. Trigger piston floors. Multiple job blocks scattered in separate rooms. Only one is functional. Others trigger traps. That's kind of interesting. Seems like it would still be luck, but... Tell that to the people who have bullied since I was 10. I cannot tell them that, but... my advice to you is, unfortunately, you're just gonna have to, like, stick it out for the next couple of years until you're an adult, because once you become an adult, I'm pretty sure most people will stop bullying you for that. Kids are stupid, generally, not all of them. I'm sure some of you guys are kids and are like, I'm not stupid! But if you're getting offended by that, you probably are stupid. But point is, kids are very mean. Maybe they're not stupid, but they're mean, and they'll make fun of you for anything. So, okay. I'm curious about the reaction time based one. I'm not stupid. I said kids. You're not a kid, Pesto. Pesto, you cannot be responding to me talking about kids being stupid, because then it makes it look like you're a kid and I'm a Minecraft YouTuber. I can't be doing this. Pesto, you're a kid. I didn't know. No, Pesto, you've ruined me. Pesto, you've ruined me. Oh my goodness. I'm so cooked, chat. What would be... How do I make a reaction time game? That's what I think. That's an idea that I think is really cool. I like the idea of a reaction time game a lot. Where you have like... I like the idea of a reaction time game a lot, where you have, you know, maybe some blocks like this that are blocking these paths, but only the first one, or only the first, like, 4 over can survive. I don't know exactly how I would do that, but I'm just imagining... See, the problem that I'm seeing right now... You know what? Let's just do... Actually, I mean, this might not be visually that interesting or complex enough for it to be interesting. But a reaction time game could actually be quite simple. You just have, like... Fence, gate. I kind of vibe with this song. You have fence, gate. You have a bunch of villagers in here. You got your villagers in here, right? And then you have... We have, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, let's put a 12th one in there. We got 12 villagers in there. And we only want 6 of them to survive. So we're going to put down 6 beds. And we're going to get a bell. And we're going to set it to nighttime. And we're going to go... And the first 6 to get into the bed... Why are they not getting into the bed? Is a villager getting into a bed, like, considered to be mob griefing? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. So then everyone else dies. And that's, like, the reaction time game. That could be cool. Could be multiple rounds, and they have to do a different thing every time or something. Could be cool. What's up, Zombie Eel? How's it going? That seems kind of interesting. That seems kind of interesting. Chat, by the way, Pesto is reminding me that my bay time starts at exactly 9:30 sharp, so I have like 2 minutes left of stream. When's the proposal? I don't know. That's a good question. Not for a bit, because we're young. Okay, so reaction time game could be something. I don't know exactly what reaction time game would be. It could literally just be like a race. We could literally just do like a race through a couple different obstacles. Don't worry, I'll dono when you're in jail, Dash. It's fine. I'm not going to jail. Pesto is 21. She's the same age as me. I just heard Pesto's voice. She is in the apartment. That means that it is time to put up the credits. Thank you to my resubscribers, Chaz. I hope that the person who became a member will also show up. I'm not 100% sure. Thank you to all my YouTube moderators. 21 what dash? 21 what? Oh, 21 years. Thank you to Alvin for being a super chatter and for becoming a sponsor. W Alvin. And thank you to all the YouTube chatters who helped me brainstorm ideas here. If you guys come up with any more ideas, feel free to join the Discord. I am happy to hear them. I would really like to have some really cool ideas if we do a third one. I think this game is fire, but who knows? I mean, you never know. Maybe if I just can't come up with 6 ideas, we'll just do 3 games. Because, like, I technically did 3 more games than I needed to for the second season of Village Game. But that was just because I had enough ideas. But if I can't think of stuff, then, you know, we always could. But, see you later, Charoos. Oh, credits are over. So, anyways, guys, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. See you guys all later. Peace out, everyone. Have a good night. Bye, guys. See you guys. Peace out. Good night. Good night, everyone. Bye, guys. See you guys. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Join the Discord.